Hi, welcome to Smoke Time. I'm Chandler. I practice witchcraft, and today I wanted to share something that I think will honestly work for everybody, and I would hope can help everybody. I'm doing like a have a good work week spell. Let me flip the camera around and we'll just get right into it. All right, here is everything that I will be using for this working. I have been experimenting with this specific spell for like the last couple of weeks, using my partner kind of as a guinea pig so that I could share it here and make sure that it was solid and to do what we need it to do. Because like I said, I really want this to be good for like everybody to just have a good work week, ease in work, grace for rest, like no miscommunication, no negativity, just the best time you can have at the place that you probably don't want to be. That's the vibe. Anti-anxiety, really all up in this. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to help my partner have a better work week, and I figured I might as well share this working so that you can cast it for whoever you would like to, or for yourself so that you can have the good work week. And it doesn't have to be just for work, you could go ahead and use this for just generic productivity in your goals, your dreams, whatever you may be doing. But we're gonna get started on this. First things first, I'm gonna use a light blue candle. I was originally going to use like the black tea lights because I feel like this will also go well with that. But I don't know, I kind of wanted more of a candle to be able to burn through because my thoughts are I would like to light this for every day that my partner goes to work because those are the days that I try to work. So I just want something that I can blow out and then relight on another day, and a tea light seems like it'll just kind of burn in one go. So if that is all you have, I do still think that'll work. I'm just really feeling called to this light blue one. It's got really good properties in anti-anxiety, like balance, harmony, calm, which, you need that if you live in this day and age. Um, it's got like restfulness, there's trust, communication, intuition, just all over anti-anxiety. Oh my god, anti-anxiety, clarity, and calm. And I feel like that is the key to a good work week. So that is gonna be the candle we're using for this. All right, now on to the rest of it. I am gonna be using my candle holder because I don't want to have like a whole tray laid out with like a drawn on sigil and oil and herbs, just because like I said, this is something I'm going to be relighting throughout the week for each work day. I don't want my cat's hair getting all up on this, so I think it'll serve best if I just do it in here. And my thoughts are to use my protection, oh my god, my protection sigil, and I'm kind of just gonna put it at the bottom when I go to like place the candle, and you see, you get the idea. Okay. I already wrote out my petition. If you're curious about the words, or if you would like to also use them, I'm gonna have them down in the description below. Everything about this spell will be in the description below. Like I said, I just really want to help people with my magic, with my creations, and everybody I know can have a really rough week with whatever they're trying to do. So may this help with that. I am going to be uploading a separate video with just the casting so that if you aren't able to craft and cast this for yourself, you can use the casting to kind of claim that energy of this spell. But we're crafting it today, so I'm going to just be taking everything here except the honey. This is a red chili honey. But everything else here I'm going to be mixing in my cauldron, then with like, where is it? My baby mixing wand, so that I can just kind of stir the intentions that I want for this candle spell. Yeah. First things first, so this, I know it doesn't look like it, but it's black salt, but it's kind of not black salt. It's actually lavender salt. So it's made the same as you would black salt, like just ash and salt. Except the ashes I used from, where is it? It's kind of in there if you can see, from like lavender incense, so that way it had a tiny tint of purple up in this, and it has the property of lavender, which I don't know if you know, goes all up with, I feel like, the rest and recovery and calmness that we would want in a work week. Yeah, so I'm going to, I guess, just kind of take a moment and we'll have the properties listed on. This is just a coffee and cinnamon mix. It's, I believe, like vanilla, cinnamon, coffee grounds that I just threw more cinnamon into. It smells so good. It works so well with this. Gotta have it always, every spell. Almost every spell, but yeah, pretty much every spell. It's the best. It's not a lot, but it's here. It's gonna help. All right, there is all of that. Like I said, the only thing that's not in there is the red chili honey. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw my sigil in and my petition, and then I'll stir it with the intentions. I just want kind of the dust, everything to marinate and coat in this, the words, the herbs, all of it. Wee! Yeah, I don't know. I know my partner has a rough time at their job. It's very labor intensive, and there's not a lot of, like I said, or I guess rather what this spell's trying to fix, there's not a lot of good communication and kind of like teamwork, and it's a very team-based role, so I want them to just have a good work week. I want this to work in their favor, because I know they work so hard, so this needs to work hard for them as well. And it's not just for them, like I'm using this for myself, and like I said, I'm kind of casting just so anybody can have a good work week. That's the thought behind it. And then any excess I will just use to cast for another week, because we don't want to waste any of this. All right, there is that. Right, so this is the sigil. I'm not gonna dump it because I want this stuff on here. I just kind of scooped a little of the spell mix, and I'm gonna go ahead and just set that right on top. I don't know, something about placing the candle not only on the sigil, but oh gosh, like the working of the spell sounds right. So that's just what we're gonna do. Okay, next I'm going to dress the candle, and that's where this chili honey comes in. I'm going to be using that to kind of just anoint the candle. I can't show that on camera because my hands get so messy and sticky, but that is what we will be doing. And then everything in here, I'm just going to, well, let me have it, lay it down on like a piece of paper because I'm out of my coffee filters, and we will just press and roll the candle towards us because we want to receive all this benefits. Yeah. Okay. Here is that like lavender incense that I was telling you that I used to make my lavender black salt. It smells really good. It's a cone incense, so the smoke is going to flow both upward and downward, which I think is really beautiful. It helps tie into the balance that we're trying to receive with this overall working. And here it is. The candle is all anointed, all dressed now with everything that's going to be helping us out with this spell working. It's beautiful. I know it's going to smell really good when it burns, so I'm really excited for that. And I just feel like it's, after all the weeks of experimenting, this is really powerful, really beautiful. It's definitely going to provide a really nice work week. So we're going to go ahead and place that in there now. Whoa, we'll fix that. Okay. There's the stuff that was supposed to be on the sigil, so I'm gonna just use my finger and push it in there since that didn't want to do what I wanted it to do, because, yeah. I don't know. I really want my candle to be right in the middle of that protection sigil, because I very much want protection to be all about this working. Everybody needs a good work week. Okay. All right, I went ahead and lit the bottom just so it could kind of like stick to the sigil better, which honestly I feel like is probably the thing we should just do so that the sigil is more connected than just having the candle spell like itself sit on top. Final thing about the spell before we can get to casting is the petition. Remember to check the description down below for all of the spell working and the words that I use in case you also want to use them. And what I like to do is just kind of like fold the wick in a little bit on itself, and then my pinched into a star so it goes far shape. I just place on top. The shape kind of helps, I don't know, how should I say, like it makes like a tent for the wick to sit under. And this is a thing I've been doing in my spell work, gosh, for probably a couple months now. It feels really strong to just have the petition already on it, so it's all one whole piece together. I'm not bringing the petition to the spell when it's already burning or whatnot. The petition is going to be the thing that starts the spell, and you'll see that in the casting video, so be sure to check back. I'll be uploading that shortly here. Oh, give me a good shot here. But yeah, I hope that this working can help serve everybody like a good productive work week. That was the thought behind it. I just want everybody to have, you know, a good time when they potentially might be being forced to not have a good time. I want relaxation and like recovery, you know, time for breaks, you know, ease, no miscommunication, no negativity, just good work week vibes. That's the thought behind this spell. And if you're wanting this energy, like I said, go ahead and check back for the casting video. Or if you would like something more personalized for yourself, I offer custom spell work down in the link below. Yeah, I don't mind casting for any circumstance or situation, whatever the request may be. I just want to be here to help. Yeah, so I have another video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be more tarot related, but I definitely have a lot more spell work planned out for the week. And this Saturday is the half moon, which if you follow up with me, we will be busting this jar open and getting back into the vampire stuff, which I think people were more interested in. But for now, let's just have a good work week, chill vibes, you know, working together, nothing wrong here. I post officially every Tuesday and Saturday, but sometimes a little more. I seem to be doing it kind of every day at the moment. So if you're into that sort of thing and you're into spell work and magic and witchcraft like I am, please stick around and check back to see me cast this. Peace.